1945, World War II ended, but some questions remained. Some records were lost. Certain facilities were dismantled, and first-hand accounts became limited. No clear summary, only gaps. Projects with incomplete records. Context matters. Some of these projects are documented. Some are disputed. Some survive only in fragments. So what links them? Not conclusions. Limited information. These are 10 World War II projects that remain partially unexplained. This series examines unresolved World War II projects using available records and historical analysis.
Number 10. Germany's nuclear program had a name. The WWII, the Uranium Club. It was real. It was documented. It failed. No bomb. No operational reactor. Historians agree on that. But here's the problem. When Allied forces cataloged the sites, key components were gone. Not destroyed. Removed. Some researchers believe small-scale experiments may have taken place. This is disputed. There is no proof of a functioning reactor. Only traces. Only fragments. And questions. If the project failed, why hide it? And why were some records sealed for decades? And this is the safest project on this list, because what comes next leaves documentation behind and enters silence. Number 9. This is the one everyone argues about. Die Glock. The bell. Not rumors. Witnesses came forward after the war. Multiple, independent accounts. And it was funded by the SS. Built inside a classified research site. Security far beyond a normal weapons lab. Several scientists were executed. And then, the records vanished. No original blueprints exist. And this is where history fractures. Some historians say it was a myth, an exaggerated experiment. Others aren't convinced. Witnesses described unusual materials, deadly side effects. No one agrees what it was for. Not clearly a weapon, not a reactor, just a void in the record. 80 years later, no proof it worked, and no proof it didn't. And next, they stopped testing machines.
Number 8. This is not a theory. It is documented history. The goal was simple. Break the human mind. One drug they used was scopolamine, sometimes called a truth serum. It was not. It caused confusion, amnesia, extreme fear. They also tested mescaline to induce hallucinations and increase suggestibility. Then came sleep deprivation, days without rest, identity collapse. These experiments were confirmed. During the Nuremberg trials, human beings were used as test subjects. Many did not survive. No consent, no limits. This wasn't about winning battles. It was about obedience and whether a person could be rewritten. And next, they tried to weaponize belief itself. Number 7. The UNresolved, a real organization, directly controlled by the SS, and not a cult. This was not magic. It was psychology, fear, belief, and obedience. The UNresolved studied how symbols shape human behavior. They believed meaning itself could be weaponized. Not supernatural, psychological leverage, to break resistance without firing a shot. After the war, other nations continued the research under different names. The same goal, to control behavior by shaping belief. And next, they discovered you don't need words to control the mind. Number 6. Infrasound, sound below human hearing. You don't hear it. You feel it. Even in the 1940s, scientists knew. Nausea, disorientation, unexplainable panic. Military researchers took notice. Experimental acoustic weapons were tested. No bullets. No visible damage. Just fear. But most programs were abandoned. The effects were unpredictable and dangerous, even to the operators. You can't aim fear. So the research was shelved, not destroyed, restricted. If this kind of hidden history matters to you, subscribe and tell me in the comments, what's more terrifying, a weapon you can see or one you can't hear? Number 5. The war was over and the scramble began. Project Paperclip. Over 1,600 German scientists were moved to the United States. New names, new careers. They helped build the Cold War. This is confirmed history, but not everything came with them. Some files were destroyed, others were sealed, and some projects were never accounted for at all. What moved forward was selective. Not everything was wanted, and not everything was acceptable. Some research crossed lines that no government wanted to inherit, so it vanished. For decades, some files remain classified today. At that point, they became everyone's secrets. And next, we find the messages no one ever claimed.
Number 4. Before digital computers, there were machines. Mechanical, analog, and built to predict. Fire control predictors. Machines that calculated where a target would be, based on speed, angle, distance, and time. Probability. This was real engineering. Germany built its own versions. Some were more ambitious. They didn't calculate one outcome. They modeled many. If this happens, then that. But they were limited. Swell. Fragile. They did not predict the future. They predicted outcomes to reduce uncertainty. And they were eventually abandoned. Digital computers did it better. And next, messages that no one ever claimed to send.
Number 3. World War II was loud. Not every signal did. All sides intercepted transmissions that couldn't be identified. No language, no known cipher, just patterns. These reports exist. The source was unclear. Some were recorded. Others disappeared. After the war, number stations appeared. Monotone, repeating, never officially explained. Much of the original intercept data remains classified. Why? They weren't weapons, not command signals, just unclaimed. And next, where they hid information that wasn't meant to resurface.
Number 2. As cities burned, Germany went underground. Salt mines, alpine vaults, natural fortresses, dry, stable, hidden, and not just weapons. Information. Allied forces found these sites. Blueprints, film reels, personnel records. But many vaults were already empty, destroyed, sealed, or never logged at all. So why protect data? More than weapons? Because weapons can be rebuilt. Knowledge cannot. Once it's gone, it's gone. And that brings us to number 1. The projects so secret they left no proof at all. Number 1. No blueprints. No photographs. No witnesses who could speak. Historians acknowledge this. That some projects likely existed, but left no surviving trace. This isn't unusual. History is fragile. Most of it never survives. Wars destroy records, and secrecy destroys even more. And this matters. Absence is not proof of fiction. It's proof of silence. Some things are never meant to survive, by design, and time finishes the job. What remains? Fragments, questions, and sometimes silence is the only evidence history leaves behind.
The war ended. The world moved on. But history didn't come with it. Some projects never resurfaced. Not because they failed, but because they left nothing behind. History is written by what survives and erased by what doesn't. So here's the question. What should history have kept? And what was never meant to be found? If you want more history without noise, subscribe. And tell me in the comments, which silence disturbed you the most?